Hello everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today we are going to learn how to sell anything. Welcome back everyone to another episode of Advice for Magicians, where my goal is to help you to take your magic to the next level. Now in today's video, I wanted to do sort of a sales-based topic. As professional magicians, sales is really something that we need to study. Now I know a lot of us are worried so much about learning the latest magic trick to come out, and some of us want so much to, see about putting together the perfect performance that works in any environment, and all of that stuff is great. But if you can't sell it, if you can't market yourself, if you can't get yourself in front of an audience that actually wants to buy your product, then at this point it is a hobby and it is not something that you're going to be able to do to make a living. So on this channel, I talk a lot about how to actually market yourself and how to actually become a working professional that can make a living doing magic. So one thing that I know a lot of people have a hard time with is actually selling themselves. Now, if you go online and you do like an online search, like on YouTube or something, how to sell, oftentimes what you'll find is a video saying sell me this pen or sell me this glass of water, right? And essentially what those videos are talking about is learning the art of how to sell based on emotion, right? A lot of times when people buy things, they are buying things based on emotion, right? On an emotional response. So the example that a lot of these videos will give is to sell me something that just anyone would already buy, like a glass of water. Sell me this glass of water, right? I actually watched a video not too long ago where Grant Cardone actually sat in an interview with someone and said, why should I hire you to be on my sales team? What is it about you that thinks that you're a good salesman? The guy discussed a bunch of stuff, and then Grant Cardone said, okay, well, you know what? If you're such a good salesman, I want you to sell me this glass of water. So he set down the glass of water in front of him, and the guy went on to essentially say, it's a glass of water and we all need water to survive, and if you don't drink enough water, you're not going to be healthy, and this and that, which everything that he said makes sense. But the one thing that I didn't like about his answer was it didn't sell me on that glass of water. He just sold me on water in general, right? So, well, what makes this glass of water stand out versus, just going to the store and buying, Arrowhead bottled water, or going and buying Fiji water, which is like twice as expensive as the Arrowhead water for the same thing. It's just water. Or going and drinking from the tap in the sink for free and just buying like a Brita filter thing and filtering it out. What's the difference? Why should I choose this glass of water over any of the other ones? So if I was sitting in that room, this is how I would have answered the question. I would have said, you can honestly buy water anywhere, right? But what I can tell you is that this specific water you're not going to be able to find anywhere. This is actually water from Grant Cardone himself in his office. And the only way that you can actually get your hands on this water is if you come down and you sit and hang out with Grant Cardone himself and, spend some time with him in his office. How cool would it be for you to come sit down here with Grant Cardone? You can talk about different things. Maybe you can ask him some questions. He can offer you some financial advice. He can offer you advice on how to sell things, like this glass of water, for example. So at the end of the day, the glass of water, you can go anywhere, you can get a glass of water, but you're not ever going to be able to have this experience where you sit down in the office with Grant Cardone himself and share some of his own water with him. So I encourage you to come on down, buy yourself a glass of water, and let's have a discussion with Grant Cardone. So what did I do there? I made it less about the water itself and more about the experience, more about the emotion, getting them excited about buying this glass of water, because they can go anywhere and they can get a glass of water, right? So why am I talking about glasses of water? Why am I talking about Grant Cardone? Why am I talking about this random thing? The reason is I want you to now translate this into magic stuff. So let's just say I am trying to sell my services as a children's party entertainer to a mom that wants to have me at her 10-year-old son's birthday party, right? So why should she hire me for $500 to spend an hour with the kids doing magic tricks when she could have a face painter, or she could have someone dressed up like SpongeBob, or she can have, you know, a bouncy castle or whatever, right? Why should she think about hiring the magician? So rather than saying like, oh, well, you know, you need magic for your act or for your event because magic is really fun and entertaining. And she'll say, yeah, but all these other things are also really fun and entertaining. So what is it about not only magic, but what is it about you, right? So now here comes the sales pitch. You know, you can absolutely get a bouncy castle. The kids would probably have an amazing time. You know, every party has a bouncy castle. You can get, you know, maybe someone to do face painting. That would be a lot of fun too. Maybe you can have a character show up. But what we want to do is we want to give your child and your child's friends an experience that they'll never forget. If they come to your house and they have a bouncy castle, they're going to have a good time. But are they going to remember that tomorrow? Are they going to go to school gushing about how awesome the bouncy castle is? Probably not. But what your kid will remember for the rest of his life is that he was able to stand in front of his friends and do something impossible that freaked all of them out and made them all excited and got them all super pumped up to see little Timmy do that thing, right? Little Timmy is going to come up in front of his class and do some impossible stuff. He's going to make something vanish. He's going to be able to read his fellow spectators' minds and reveal to them their thoughts. He's going to be able to do this. He's going to be able to do that. Whatever it is in your act, right? Little Timmy is going to be the star of a show that you will only be able to give to them if you have me come to your family and do the event. So you're selling them on the emotion of it. You're selling them on the memory of it. You're selling them on the experience, right? Because they can hire, at the end of the day, they can hire any entertainment. Hell, they can hire another magician who is going to be like charging them half the price that you want to charge them for a magic show, right? So it is your job to sell them on why hiring you is going to be the best experience possible. And that's not always easy to do. And you will need to think about this. You will need to put a sales package together. You will really need to consider what makes you stand out from all of the other types of entertainment and honestly all the other magicians that someone might want to hire. Why should I pay you your price to do this when I can pay someone else half the price to do quote unquote the same thing? Well, you need to explain to them that it is not the same thing. You need to explain to them that what you do is unique and special and will have a lasting impact. You can even say most magicians don't want you to videotape them because they think that you might catch the trick if you go back and rewind the video. But you know what? I want you to take out your camera. I want you to take pictures of Timmy. I want you to take videos of Timmy up there blowing his friends' minds. I want you to have something that you could share on your social media. I want you to have something that you can save and go back and look at. When Timmy is older, you can show him, oh, remember when you did the magic tricks at your 11-year-old birthday party or whatever? I want you to have those memories to last forever, right? You really sell them on the experience. You're not selling them on the magic tricks themselves. You are selling them on the experience. So anyways, if you guys have any questions about anything that I just said, please let me know in the comment section below. I try at the end of every video to do sort of a final thought. So my final thoughts in this video is, what is something that you can recommend that you do that really works well to really sell your clients on the overall experience when it comes to booking you for their magic shows? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to ring the bell. That way you'll know every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to check out some more magic, visit us at o'brienmagic.com and be sure to check out our online magic shop, where you will find the latest and greatest magic books, downloads, and accessories.